Hey guys, welcome to our video on home temperature control systems. In this video, we will present to you an interactive and technical explanation of how a home temperature system works. We have all experienced extreme weather conditions, hot or cold. After being exposed to such weather conditions, the first thing we do when we return home is to adjust the thermostat to our desired temperature. We will use 23 degrees as an example in this video. As we all know, there is a lot more that happens in the background, and this is what our video will be educating you about. What is being displayed is a closed loop system based on negative feedback that represents what happens when we adjust our thermostat at home. Here we can see the input, which is the desired temperature we set our thermostat to. Next up is the controller, whose job is to counteract or oppose any difference between the actual temperature in the room and the desired temperature, which is 20 degrees as we mentioned earlier. This controller sends a signal to the furnace gas valve, which manipulates the amount of gas that is sent to the furnace to heat up the house. Finally, we have the temperature sensor, which sends back the actual house temperature to be compared to the desired temperature by the controller. Next, we're going to get a bit technical and dive into the controller. We will be examining 3 different controller choices and how it affects the home temperature system. Keep in mind, our desired temperature is 23 degrees. When using a P controller, the temperature overshoots, oscillates, and settles down on the wrong temperature. When using a PI controller, the temperature overshoots to the exact temperature as the P controller, oscillates, and eventually settles down on the desired temperature. When using a PID controller, the temperature overshoots to a lower point than the previous controllers and eventually settles down at the desired temperature. Here is a practical depiction of the home heating process. The controller receives an input that is the desired temperature. The controller then sends a signal to the furnace gas valve to release the required amount of gas to the furnace. At this point, the furnace heats up or cools down the house according to our required temperature. There's a disturbance in every control system, in this case, heat loss. For example, in the event of an open window, the room temperature of the house can reduce to 22 degrees or less. The temperature sensor reads the actual room temperature and sends its value to the controller for comparisons with the desired temperature. In a nutshell, this is how our home temperature control system works. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe and leave a comment.